Welcome back. We are here now with another opportunity to be able to showcase someone who has been working very hard in our community, identifying another issue that's really important, and that's how do we strengthen our women, especially those who have been through situations that make them withdrawn from feeling that there are opportunities that they can be able to take advantage of, especially when it comes to an opportunity that they can be able to recondition themselves and get into the mainstream, in which they have to have an opportunity to deal with. Stacey Anderson is the founder of InMySistersHouse Incorporated, which is an organization that deals with giving women an opportunity for transitional housing. Transitional housing is something that's very important in our community in particular, especially when it deals with individuals who have been incarcerated and have nowhere to go once they have been released from dealing with their troubles, and individuals who might even have existent types of relationships in their lifestyles where it can be abuse, or it can be just an opportunity that they need to have where they can become independent in their relationships in terms of dealing with their priorities. Thank you very much, Ms. Anderson, for coming. We're also here with Mr. Ron Austin, who has a program, My Father Knows Best, which is a grassroots outreach program dealing with mentoring and looking at concepts that we can be able to work with so that we can change the problems that we're having with our youth in our community, and giving them opportunities and challenging the things that they do so that they can know what is best for them to be able to be successful in their life. Mr. Austin, thank you again for coming back and sharing with us what you're doing in order to help in My Sister's House to really have the relationships in our community that's important, that will help them to conditionally reach their goals. Share with us exactly what you have been able to learn from working with this program.
Well, I got a chance last night to have a tour of the new In My Sister's House, and I was very excited what I seen last night, because as we know, we got a lot of battered women, black females have all sorts of problems. And when I seen this new location, my heart dropped, because I've been in some homes over the years and they didn't look like this. They took time and really put this place together. This place looked like some place that anybody would want to live. I mean, it's nice. And to see it in our area, the way they took pride and fixed it up. Right now, I'm doing what I can do to help them move forward in terms of getting vouchers. They're going to have alcoholism programs, which she'll explain it to you. I'm just excited what I seen last night. You know, I can't wait to share it with the rest of the public. I could just go on, but I'm going to turn it over to her because she can explain it. Miss Anderson, I said her, but Miss Anderson, she can explain it better. I'm going to do everything in my power to help get it going as much as I possibly can, help them get resources, give them all the necessary contacts that I have personally from each city, whether it's East Orange, Irvington, Newark. I'm going to pass my contacts along. I'm hoping what I seen last night, the tour that Miss Anderson took me on, I'm hoping that I'll be getting a phone call soon that she opened up another house, because this is nice. You know, this is nice.
Yeah, well, Miss Anderson, why don't you share with us the origin of what really got you involved with this type of a program?
Well, initially, my background is working in corrections. So I'm a former correctional officer with the state, and also a drug and alcohol counselor. And I worked in the halfway house for at least 10 years. And through my experience of working with my clients, which were women, when I would start the process of discharging them, a lot of them didn't have anywhere to go. And I used to say, I'm going to open up a house, I'm going to open up a house, I'm going to open up a house. And I didn't want to call it a shelter because I wanted them to have a home to go to. And I really believe that the minister that was here earlier that was speaking on your program, when she talked about when you have a safe haven place to go and you can rest your head, you can rest your mind. And when you awaken, God willing, that next morning, you feel refreshed and you could start your day out. And you will be able to have a positive a thinking and move forward and be encouraged. In my sister's house, we like to encourage our women to let them know no matter what was going on in the past in their life, that they can summon up courage to move forward and begin a new beginning. And at our house, we can house 14 women. It's independent living and it's transitional. I don't like to call it a shelter because it's a home. It's transitional, and it's to help you make the transition back into society. And it's independent living. They have a key, they come in, they do sign in, they sign out. So we could really, for safety purposes, know where their whereabouts or their last whereabouts is. They cook for themselves. They have house chores. And it's about being responsible and learning how to be responsible. And a lot of women out here that have been in abusive relationships or have succumbed to drug use, alcohol use, know nothing of independent living and being responsible. So I decided just to walk out on faith and open up the house.
Other than abnormal social conditions that really effectively will give an individual a need for these types of services, is there a certain criteria that they have to be able to qualify to be a part of your program?
Not really. If a woman's out and she has nowhere to go and she has a card or someone gave her a card and she calls, I
So
set up an
your
interview.
funding is not based upon the status of an individual's lifestyle?
No, no.
No, I'm just saying in general, because a number of programs that exist in this capacity have restrictions. A person can't be able to participate in the service that you offer unless they met a certain criteria.
Exactly.
Well, one of the criteria, if you come to me and you have a drug and alcohol abuse, you can't be active in your use. So if you come to me, you have to be clean and sober. We will refer you out. If you have any type of mental health issues, we refer you out. So I do have quite a few MOUs with Johnson & Johnson Associates, Bethel Church. I work along with them, Motherless Teens, Sisters in Sync. So there are a couple of other nonprofit organizations that I work with, and I also refer women out. I'm connected with Turning Point, also the Cope Center in Montclair. We will refer our women to them as long as they're sober and clean. If you come to me and you're still using and you need a place, I will work along with you and I will send you to a detox for 30 days and I will hold you a bed and you can come back to the house.
Now, how about women who may have children?
I was just speaking to Mr. Austin about that last night. That is one of my hopes and dreams that I will be able to make a reality, because I get so many calls asking, do I accept a mother and a child? I'm not set up for that as of yet. So that's in the near future, and hopefully it will be nearer than further. And what we want to have is a mommy and me house where I can take a mother and a child.
Okay. But as we narrow it down, these have to be single women.
Single women, yes.
And in relationship to the status of through your program, through counseling, employment, life skills, help transition them into the mainstream?
Yes, we can.
How long of a period of time do you believe it will take for an individual through your services to get to the point where they are independent?
Anywhere from maybe 3 to 12 months.
Okay.
So, it depends on their history.
There's no push.
There's no push. There's no push. There's no push. I will not throw you out.
Right.
And
no thinking about it, in most instances, that might be one of the conditions why someone would go on to come and seek your services. That they may have been pushed out, or they may have been battered and left, to the extent of not knowing where they can go. This service is there for you, particularly in regard to making sure that you can feel comfortable and safe and secure.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Looking at it in regard to how you wanted to make this that kind of an opportunity for women, from your experiences and knowing that these are the things that are necessary, have there been a large number of individuals seeking your services at this point?
We get quite a few calls, and unfortunately, I'm unable to accept the vouchers if they're receiving a voucher because I have to go through a process right now. So we do charge a fee if you come, which is a low fee. And so if you're working or going to school or doing both, then we charge a fee, a monthly fee for you to stay there, which is heat and hot water, gas and electric is included. And the women that live on each floor will share the cable bill because they all have basic cable. So it might be $10, per woman. So once we are able to get the vouchers in and accept the vouchers, my house will definitely be filled up.
Yeah, well, again, but looking at it at the point of it, the accessibility and the courage that you have to want to really get out there and make it happen before all of the other nuances are in effect is something that really needs to be encouraged. And it is something that many individuals who might be able to sponsor an individual to be a part of your program may have an opportunity where they have some place that they know that they can be able to trust and see success through. In regard to your program, how long has it been established?
We've been in existence since 2007. We received our DCA license in 2010 because I had to go before the zoning board in Newark, and we finally received that in 2010. So we are a state license.
And looking at it, Ron, because you are certified, and We Care Partners has just recently become certified. We can understand the challenges that you had to go through to get to the point where you are now. And that's the reason why it's so important that we work together. Don't you think that that's clearly the reason why it's necessary that we do what we can in regard to focusing on seeing what we can do to help this program?
Absolutely. I was speaking to Miss Anderson last night at her home, where right here in Irvington at AutoZone, a young lady was bringing her car there because she had car problems, and she had the hood up, and she was showing me where her car was leaking so much oil. So I gave her my business card. Maybe a week later, she called me up, and she said to me, "Is this Miss Dawson?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I'm the young lady I met you about a week ago in the AutoZone parking lot." She said, "Do you know any place for battered women?" And I thought she was acting for somebody else. She was talking about it was for her. You understand? I get these kind of phone calls. I'm glad that Miss Anderson has opened up a house like this, because people call me with this type of situation. Women, I need some place to stay. Now I have somebody that I can refer them to. What I've done that day, I had to think real quick. I told her to call Pastor Jerry and his sister. So within 48 hours or whatever, they had her in a home someplace. And there's not enough of these.
Right.
And I commend you, Ms. Anderson, on what you're doing. And like I said, I took the tour in your building last night, and it's lovely. And I'm going to do everything in my power to help you fill the beds up. Whatever I can do, I'm going to do to help you fill the beds up, because it's nothing like going someplace and seeing a young lady out on the street at night with no place to go.
Well, We Care Partners and your public awareness community resource is certainly here for that purpose, to help establish a way in which we can make people aware of the opportunities that they can be able to take advantage of, the people that are here that are giving for the opportunity for you to be able to have a better life to live. If there is any anybody who may be interested, the facility is located at, would you like to share with us?
716-718 South 15th Street in Newark, New Jersey, right off of Springfield Avenue.
And the phone number?
The phone number is 973-925-7100.
Okay. And they may be able to contact you through an email or a website?
Yes, they can. They can contact. Well, our email is InMySistersHouse@gmail.com, and our website is www.InMySistersHouse.org.
And again, we add the fact that this program is a 501c3 certified program. It's safe, it's secure, and certainly she's going to be doing everything that she can possibly to ensure that whatever your lifestyle needs are, they certainly will be adhered to. We thank you very much for coming in and giving us an opportunity to showcase and share with the people in our community how important and effective this program is going to be. And we'll work with you to try to do what we can to make sure that people will get an understanding of what's happening and how they can get involved. Thank you very much, Mr. Austin.
Thank you, Herb.
Yeah, it really is important.
It's a pleasure.
And thank you for having me, Herb. And I would just like to thank Mr. Austin for inviting me.
Absolutely.
And I greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Because we could use the help. We could use sponsors and donations.
Right.
And because just want to drop that in that me and my silent partner, this really was funded by our personal finances.
Right.
And some 401ks and retirements. But I'm proud to say that I didn't give up, and it's something that I really wanted to do straight from my heart for women out here.
Well, as men in that community who are stepping out and being bold enough, it's really encouraging to know that, there are women that have the courage and are willing to really step up and be a part of, what's important is our responsibility to stand behind you. And we're certainly not going to let you down.
Thank you.
Herb, I want to say one thing before we get off the air. I want to commend you because for the past couple of years, I was watching you very closely. Me and you had a lot of meetings. I commend you because you know something that we don't have. We don't have a lot of men that can stand up on their own. And I really commend you the way you go out there and step up, and you're a man that not afraid to go out there. You're not afraid to speak out, and I can go on. There's certain things I'm just not going to say on the air, but I love the way that you take charge. We don't have a lot of men like you in our community. So I'm saying to you, keep doing what you're doing. You're not bought and paid for. You're a strong black brother. And because I didn't tell you that, I'm publicly telling you this now. We need more Herb Glenn's. Okay, right? And that's the truth.
Really is good to hear from somebody like you.
It's the truth.
You're a
You're a
good guy.
stand-up person,
Thank you
and
very
you're a
much.
man. I salute you.
Thank you so much.